Hey, this is Doug, and I am the Second Chance Fat Man. Wanted to touch base with you guys today, today being Sunday, October 29th of 2017. Great week in the books. I'm serious. I'm totally stoked about what happened this week. Some of the milestones that I personally feel like I hit. As far as the check-in portion, we're down another 2 pounds. So that brings us to an overall weight loss total of 120 pounds. That is pretty cool. Now, those that have been following me on my videos know that I've kind of broken everything up between what I've lost overall and what I've currently lost starting this whole food plant-based diet 8-10 weeks ago, whatever it was. What I found is a lot of people were writing back to me and saying, well, what did you do first? How did you lose the initial 70 pounds? You know, there was a lot of questions, and some people I got from some of what they wrote me, it just, there was no understanding, or they didn't get it. So I'm just going to stick with just a total flat weight loss at this point in time. I did talk with my wife a little bit, and we kind of reviewed that my past, as far as losing that 70 pounds. And again, it's I've talked about it in the past. It's that yo-yo. It's the up and down. So what I found is that as I started doing whole food plant-based principles, I'd lose weight. Then I would kind of feel better, and then I would incorporate the things that I did to cause me to be fat, and sure enough, I just got fat again. So I'm just going to stick with now just one singular weight loss. So we're at 120 pounds gone, 2 pounds gone this week. So that is a milestone for me. I'm at 380 pounds this morning. So it's really neat. A couple other milestones this week though. I did start weightlifting, and the weightlifting felt really good. Now, I know a lot of you guys have wrote me, and I appreciate the concern. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not going down there, putting the weight, or the back brace on, the weightlifting belt, and pounding my chest and throwing around the weights. I'm not doing that. I'm doing, I have a Bowflex machine, so I'm doing just those simple moves to try to get my muscles to start awakening. Yes, they woke up. Trust me. A couple mornings woke up and woohoo. But anyhow, so I am taking it very carefully. The big milestone for me though is I kind of got up to that 2-mile mark in the treadmill. And what I noticed is in doing that treadmill work this week, whereas I used to start at 1.5 miles per hour, do it 5-10 minutes exhausted, those types of things. This week I got up to 48 minutes, and I was increasing the pace as I was going. So, for instance, when I did the 2 miles, I think I started at 2.2, 2.1, somewhere in that range, but I ended up at 3. And if you guys remember, just a couple weeks ago, I was trying to slowly jog at 3, and now I'm walking at 3. And it's just it's taken me a lot longer to start sweating. It's taken me a lot longer to get out of breath. So I'm really feeling that difference, especially when it comes to workouts. So, but again, like I said, don't worry. I'm not going to push myself. I'm not going to injure myself. I am taking this very slowly. So that was my big, those were my big milestones for this week as far as the exercise go. Now, the biggest one, and you guys have to understand, I kind of think about things in a different sense, and things that stick in my mind. I'm just going to put this out there. This is my channel, and this is me being transparent. This is how I am. So where did the title come from, with the whole Krispy Kreme and the hot sign thing? Okay, so I've disclosed that back in the day very recently, not since starting this whole thing, but my go-to thing was donuts. And Krispy Kreme here in Wyoming, they make this little box, and there's like 6 or 9 of them in there, and the Krispy Kreme donuts are only about that big, so they're really just 2 biters, boom boom, and they're gone, and pretty soon the box is gone, and you kind of, I want another box. So, but long time ago, I was on a business trip, and I remember seeing that first flashing red light of it says like hot now or whatever for the Krispy Kreme donuts, and for a fat guy, you're kind of like, ha ha. It's kind of that aha moment. So we also, though, we get, us fat people, we get that same feeling when we go buy a big and tall and there's a for sale, or there's a sale sign out there, clothes 50% off or whatever, because fat clothes are expensive. We can't go to the local store and pull off the rack when you're my size. When you're morbidly obese, you can't do that. You can't buy t-shirts for $7.99. It doesn't happen. We're talking $39, $49, $59.99 for just a normal t-shirt. I think this one I'm wearing here, I honestly think this was like $30, and I think it was on sale. But anyhow, where I was going with that, though, is just very similar to when I talked about the khakis a couple weeks ago and fitting in those khakis. I don't have a ton of jeans. I honestly don't. And the pair that I'm wearing now, literally I wear them and then I come home and I wash them, because when you wash them, of course, they get tighter, and I need that. So they want to, just fall down all next day. But now even washing them, even putting them on, I just can't wear them. I mean, they're just sagging big time. And I mean, you're taking a step, walking up steps, walking down the hall, and they're literally falling down. So about 5-6 years ago, when I came west, I started out in Montana, and I passed a big and tall that had that for sale sign, and I was totally stoked. So I pulled in, and I got 2 pairs of jeans. Well, shortly after that, I moved from Montana to Wyoming, and I don't know why. I never pulled them out. I don't recall wearing them, to be honest with you. They just sat there, and then a couple months later, my family came and they joined me. And again, all of those things, those whole food, plant-based principles that I was practicing, that was making me lose weight at that time, I stopped. So again, the yo-yo went down, now it came back up. So then I just went back to my ways, and hey, my wife's working, there's a little bit more income now, so hey, let's just go get a pizza. Let's start doing those things. So it was very quick that all of a sudden those pants didn't even have a dream of fitting anymore. There was no way they were going to work. So again, this week, my biggest milestone is messing with those pants. I got frustrated one morning because I put them on and they basically just slid down, and I'm like, come on, I got to go to work. I'm a big stickler on time. This is wasting my time. What do I do? And I walked into the closet, and I looked up, and just like back in the day, that hot sign, just like that, those pants are going, hey, why don't you try me? So I pull them down, and I'm like, I don't know. These are basically brand new, and I don't know. I put them on, and I've worn them all week. That's awesome. I even had to get a new belt this week, too. So the belt was just too big. So that is my major milestone. To those that have never had that experience, good for you. But, I got to be honest, it is a major feeling of accomplishment. I haven't measured myself, but, when you're wearing your old clothes and then they start sagging, then they start falling off, and you're wearing clothes that you never thought you'd wear again, that is such a huge feeling. So anyhow, I wanted to check in with you guys. I wanted to do the whole milestone thing. I had several of them this week. We're just going to keep going. I know that I'm redundant, and I keep saying, hey, we're going to see where this goes. I know where it's going to go. I have a vision in my mind now of what is attainable. But it's a choice that I have to make every single day. Because food is always there every single day. The stress is always there every single day. As I disclosed in one of my earlier videos, when I hit my goal of being down around 200 pounds, I still am that same guy that was 500 pounds. I'm just in a new skin suit. That's all that is. I'm still the same guy. I still have the same brain. I still have the same tendencies. And I still have those same stresses. So it's a day-to-day choice, and we're just going to keep making that choice each and every day. As I've always said, I appreciate your support. I had some great messages this week. They truly do. I honestly try to respond to each one, and typically I'm getting so many that it's just, thank you for your support. It does mean a lot. It really does. And again, if you guys ever have any questions, concerns, or you just want to say hi, hit me up. That's what this is there for. This is there to not only document what I'm doing, but I want to be able to help you guys as well. So anyhow, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will check in next Sunday.